Hello everyone, it's Bianca Cordero, registered dietitian and sports nutritionist from Mindset First. Today I want to talk to you about REDS. I'm going to basically tell you what REDS is, and I'm also going to tell you about ways to try and decrease your risk of REDS. So REDS is Relative Energy Deficiency in sports. What this means is that essentially an athlete is expending more energy in their activity than is given through food. So what that means really is that the athlete is expending so much energy on their sport that they don't have enough energy for regular bodily functions. So since everything our body does requires energy, we need energy for each process of the body. And when we're using so much energy on sports, we don't have any left over. So what happens, unfortunately, to these individuals is that they have excess fatigue. They are at higher risk of bone fractures, so they have more occurrences of bone fractures and broken bones. They have more frequent upper respiratory infections that last for a longer duration. They have hormone dysregulation, which leads to a whole bunch of issues, especially within women, like the loss of a period, as well as dysregulated menstrual cycles. So overall, it affects the athlete on a very large scale. In order to reduce the risk of REDS, athletes have to eat enough energy to support their activity, as well as to support their entire body. So this means that these individuals have to eat more than the general population. In order to do that, some tips that I would give would be to snack more frequently. Every 3 to 4 hours, you should be eating. If you are an athlete that expends lots of energy on their activity, there are ways to sneak calories into foods through adding more fat and adding more carbohydrates, because our body will find it easier to take in more calories at a time when we have less fiber and we have less protein. And basically I'm saying that on days where athletes are more active, they should be eating more on those days, or at least eating more calories on those days. Another tip that I could give would be to have something that is more of a liquid-based calorie, because our body tends to be able to take in more liquid calories than solid calories. So even having a smoothie that's packed with nut butters and packed with carbohydrates from lower fiber options, such as having juice added to a smoothie, and then also adding in all of the other components that you would normally put in there. These things are going to help increase the calories and also decrease your ability to sense that there's a lot of calories in your food, because normally it's that chewing process that lets our brain know that we're getting food. Another recommendation I would give would be to have less water and more fluids. So what I mean by that would be to have fluids that have calories to them. So having something like a juice instead of water may help add additional calories throughout the day. All right, so I hope that helped. Well, bye guys.